Hey guys, this is Jordan with the Gateway Pundit here with Mr. Ken Bennett. How's it going?
It's going well. Thank you.
Good. So I just have a few questions about the
Okay.
audit. How's it going so far?
It's going well. Overnight, we went from 20 counting locations on the floor to 46.
Awesome.
The subcontractor that's in charge of the hand count is working hard through some temp service agencies here in the state to get the additional people that would be required for that. So, but hopefully in the next day or two, they'll be ready to fully staff that. And then if we go to 3 shifts, which I think they're talking about, we will almost triple our throughput. So.
Nice, that's good to hear. So are you guys finding any ballots that you believe may be fraudulent?
No, we won't be announcing any of that until the end of the audit. So right now we're just counting the ballots, and they are looking, at the paper evaluation to see if, are there folds in the ballots that were returned by mail? Are the ovals filled in by a handwritten marking instrument as opposed to a Xerox machine that just marked a bunch of ballots? But all of the audit results and findings will be part of the final report. We're not going to do a little bit every day, because we might find some good things one day and bad things the next.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask, why won't you release the totals on a daily basis? Wouldn't that be more informative to the public?
Yeah, but apparently the contractor, the Senate contract with Cyber Ninjas requires that there not be periodic releasing of findings, and so I think they feel strongly that everything's supposed to be in the final report so that everything is taken as a report as a whole. Now, could we figure out a way to release how many ballots we've done each day? That's not a finding, that's just kind of a progress report. We're working on that.
Okay, awesome. And so what can you say about the latest attempt to shut down this process by 3 national leftist groups who have petitioned the Biden Department of Justice?
All I've seen is the Brennan Center letter, but I think it was co-signed by some other groups, so if that's what you're referring to, what I read in their appeal or request of the Department of Justice was completely unfounded. All of the things that they say are at risk of happening, the ballots being damaged or lost or stolen or destroyed, is totally ridiculous. We have very strong security. I mean, the biggest complaint we get every day is people from the media or observers or somebody trying to get in the building that didn't get their name on the list and can't get in. So we have a very secure situation. The ballots are not at risk of being lost, stolen, or otherwise damaged. And so I'm trying to find time to send my own letter to the Department of Justice, completely refuting what they heard from the Brennan Center.
Mm-hmm. So also, I've been hearing a lot about UV lights. Can you tell us what those are for?
The UV lights were part of their paper evaluation process to look for watermarks on the ballot. And the county elections department assures us there aren't any watermarks on the ballot. So if there aren't any watermarks on the ballot, they won't find any watermarks on the ballot. But that was part of their procedures that they decided to use to evaluate the paper and the other things that I mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so are you guys on track to have all the ballots counted by the deadline? And that's
Well, there is no deadline. We knew when we took this facility over that on May 15th, the floor of the Coliseum needed to be available for about 5 days for 18 high schools in the Phoenix Union High School District so that they could have graduations over those 5 days. So we knew that the floor would not be available during that time, but there's other portions of the building that we could move the ballots into that are secure, and maybe we could even give people a break for 4 or 5 days, and then once the graduations are over, we could come right back in and pick back up where we left off. And they've told us that after those 5 days are over, we can have the building for as long as we need it.
And then also I hear observers and counters, they're covering their license plates in fear of retaliation. Has there been any word on obstructionism by BLM or Antifa?
No, we haven't heard or confirmed any activities by those particular groups or anyone else, but unfortunately we've had the press and the media taking pictures of people's license plates and trying to get close up on their name badges and their faces, of course. And so it makes the workers and the observers a little bit nervous when the press is, going to that length to try to identify somebody. They're afraid they're going to be doxxed or something like that. So we hope that doesn't happen, and we hope that everybody will be a little bit bigger than that.
Right, that's good. So and then finally, is it true that voting machines were removed from the Coliseum?
Yeah.
And can you comment on that?
Well, yes, more than a week ago on April 21st, we received about 6 truckloads of machines from Maricopa County that were used in the election. Today we returned 4 truckloads, and they were the big machines that were used to count most of the ballots in Maricopa County in what's called the central counting locations. There's a lot of the little machines that were used out at the polling or voting centers, but we returned more than half of the equipment that we had received from Maricopa County a little more than a week ago. The forensic company has captured the IT company has captured all the forensic information off of the machines. There was a little bit left on the machines that we kept for another day or two. We'll probably return those on Monday. And so, within 9 or 10 days, all of the forensic data has been captured off of those machines, and now they'll move into phase 2, which is analyzing that data.
All right. Well, that's all the questions I have for you, so thank you.
Thanks, Jordan.
Got it.